What's up? This is the Real Pac-Man, and you're listening to the EarBudz podcast powered by Smoklahoma TV. Today, I'm joined by Drew. He's a budtender, a patient advocate, and a patient himself. What's happening, man?
Hey, not too much. Finally recovering from 420. What a week.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy at the dispensaries on that day, so it's good to get a little bit of rest.
Yeah, we actually try to spread that out because the COVID-19 or whatever. We opened our doors at 4:20 a.m. and ran a crazy teardrop just to get people in the door early and kind of spread everyone out. It actually paid off pretty well. We've never had more than 10 people in the store at a time, so it worked out well.
Oh, that's good. That's good to be compliant. I can't say the name of the dispensary, but I went to one that had people in a line outside a foot away from each other. And I pulled up like, yeah, this ain't happening. I'm not going in there. So it's good to know that that people are being compliant, at least trying to be understanding about what's going on.
Right. I mean, we made it easy for people too. We actually had a taco truck outside and stuff, so we made it easy for people to wait.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, today I wanted to go over because I mean you're a budtender. I was a budtender at one point in time, and I just think it'd be a good conversation to have because a lot of people, especially, well, I mean, patients probably is what we mainly hear some of this crazy stuff come from is from some patients, but I just think it'd be interesting to just give like a budtender's point of view on everything, you know?
Right, absolutely.
Well, I mean, I know I've heard quite a few when I was budtending at that dispensary. I won't say the name, but I mean, I remember people coming in and saying, you know, oh, it's 15 for how much? Or it's $10 a gram. So can I give you $5 and get half a gram? Like, you know, like, come on, man. Like it's $10 a gram. Get it, man. Or people calling and saying, how much is a pound? Like, what?
Okay,
you can't buy a pound, man. You know?
Right.
But I mean, we had a lot of good people. I don't want to make it seem like we just had a whole bunch of, but there were patients that would come in that, you know, like they had to know that what they were saying sounded crazy. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think that having good budtenders is important too, because you can inform people who have been misinformed. So when they come in, you can tell like they're not asking the right questions, you know? And
no, I think probably one of my pet peeves from budtending is people coming in like they just kind of like haggling us over prices and stuff. I mean, like we set the prices as generously as we can to like allow stuff, and when they all weigh out stuff and they'll be like, oh, go ahead, throw out another gram or two, and I'll be like, oh, you want to up it to an 8? And then they're real quick to be like, oh no, I was just joking, man.
Right. Now I was just wanting you to do something for nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that a few times. People that would try to like, you know, complain about the prices. Or I had one person who called and was like, how much is it for you know, an ounce? And I was like, you know, $200 for our mid, you know, and
that's pretty good.
Yeah, he was like, I tell you what, I'll give you $100. I was like, I said, sir, this is not a negotiation. We're not negotiating prices here. Our prices are set. Man, he was like, I'm on my way down there. And I'm going to be honest. I was like, at that point, I had been nice packed the whole time. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to come down there. I went straight back to street pack and was like, well, bring your ass down here then. You know what I mean? So
for sure. Man, people don't realize like we are selling them legally a federally illegal product. So like you got to have some patience with us. We got some hoops to jump through and like do things right.
Right. This isn't some back alley where you're just meeting me and I'm giving you something and it's like, this is all I got, take it or leave it. you ask me what it is, and I say, I don't know. It's gas. You know what I mean? It's like this ain't those days. We got information now. We got testing. This is all supposed to be done the right way because we don't want to lose it. And they'll just be waiting for a reason to take it away. So
Oh man, they can't now though. They're relying on our tax money hardcore during this time.
yeah. I love where we've got. There's a few things that I wish that we would change. Something that I always constantly talk about is I don't think that veterans should have to pay for the recommendation letter or their medical marijuana card.
No.
I just don't. I think that they should have that just like they have everything else. You know what I mean? They fought for this country. A lot of them came back way worse than when they went. And, to help them get off of all those crazy, pharmaceutical drugs, a lot of them are turning to cannabis, and then the VA's cutting them off. And it's just like, I think that vets should have a easier pathway to a medical marijuana card. And I hope that's something that we can fight for in the future, just to make things better,
Oh, absolutely. I've seen so many veterans come through just firsthand that it's really helped them. Like it's real medicine for them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, as a Budtender, I know that we both have been in situations at shops where we were like, okay, we can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? You get to a point, probably working for anybody, but most of the time with dispensaries,
Oh yeah.
what I have found is a lot of them, if they're family ran, then they've got the whole family working there, and then they've got you working there. And then when it's time to cut hours or we got to let people go, they're not going to let their cousin go, even though they might not do anything. But sit up there and get on the phone and say, yeah, I'm at the dispensary,
Yeah,
working hard.
I've seen it go too, because it's such a gray area where it's not federally recognized. They just kind of ignore all those federal labor laws, so it can get pretty hazy in some places.
Yeah, but it's always good. Like, I know that you found a home now and everything is good, but I think that even though we had those bad experiences, it's still something we could learn from. Like I learned how not to run a dispensary. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And I know that that's a whole nother side, that people who are like, oh, you're a Budtender, that's a dream job. You kind of want to pull them to the side and be like, let me tell you about some of this crazy before you try to jump on the job,
Right.
But when you do find good people to work with and good owners and stuff, I know that makes a big difference. The thing I miss the most is the patience, because I was there for 10 to 11 months.
That's what it's all about, is the patients. They're always so happy to come in, and when they leave, so happy because they just got just what they wanted, man. There's nothing better.
And when they come back, they got
with that smile on their face, they're like, oh, okay, tell me what you got next.
Yeah, what do you got for me? Because what you recommended last time did exactly what you said it was going to. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's the only thing that I do miss, but it's good. I still see a lot of the patients in passing grocery stores. Now we both everyone's got masks on and stuff, but I know it's them. And it's just it's a cool thing. And hopefully one day if I do work at a dispensary again, I think I'm gonna be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Really? Yeah. There's a huge difference between working for someone and working for yourself, especially in this business, just because you can get screwed over so easy.
Right. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'll let the dispensary thing do its thing, and I'll start doing the Smoklahoma thing, and and now I can enjoy other dispensaries where before I was just like, this is it. This is where I gotta go.
Right, for sure.
if we can talk about maybe some of the products that's been coming across your desk that you enjoy, just to hear some opinions from you as a bud tender. I know that you see a lot of different products, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I just sampled some concentrates recently that were really nice. It was a Big Dream Cannabis. They had a bunch of different consistencies of concentrates. They had this like honeycomb, they had a shatter, and then they had a crumble. And they each had their own pros and cons. And like it really seemed they selected their flower too that they picked out for their concentrates to like match those pros and cons of the different consistencies.
Nice.
Like the honeycomb was like really really smooth, and it was so easy to like manipulate and put in the banger and everything. It just like melted so easily when I put the heat on it, and then it just melted in my throat too. Like it was so smooth.
Yeah. Well, you said that's Big Dream Cannabis?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, not a sponsor, but
No.
if you're a patient and you can check some of that out, then I suggest doing so. But yeah, I don't know. I've been dabbing with a lot of the 918 concentrates, some 918 nectar, flower right now. I've been kind of all over the place because sometimes when you're dabbing so much, you got to find some really good flower if it's gonna help you at all, you know. So
See,
I try to
just
take a few days off.
Yeah, I just stepped away from flower a little bit actually during this time because I live with my parents actually, so I don't want to like smoke them out of the house. So I do dabs because it doesn't smell quite as much.
Yeah. So what's your favorite type of concentrate, your form?
I'm really enjoying shatter just because I've been like kind of melting it a little bit and playing with it with my hands and like rolling it into ropes and stuff, and it's just been a little fun that way.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about making some artwork with some fancy blunts and stuff, but I don't know, that's down the way.
I've been getting some honey sugar that is so good, takes away my pain and everything. It's only like 1.8% CBD and like 74% THC with some good terps in it, and it's perfect for me. But every now and then I go for the gusto, and I get some, you know, some live that's just like mind blowing.
Right.
But I gotta have some balance. But sometimes like I have to take a couple or 3 days off from dabbing because I love flower. I just love flower so much. So I'm like, when I start getting mad at the flower, like I smoke a whole blunt and I'm looking at it like, ugh, you know, this cost me $40 for this eighth. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I got to take a break because I'm dabbing myself out a little too much. But
no, for sure, just like a week break will actually reset you pretty well with the concentrates, I find.
Yeah, man, I've got to get you one of my pack rocks, my moon rocks, for you to check out.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I can catch up with you, I got one for you, man.
Nice.
They're tested at about 37.5%, but for what they are, and the keef on them is like magical, man.
37.5 is not bad. I mean, like if it's real good fresh flower in there, I mean, like yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I need to get one to you, man. Well, that's pretty much all I got, man. I mean, you know, I appreciate you coming and getting on the show with me. Do you got anything going on, or you want to tell people where they can check you out, follow you?
Yeah, sure. We're up there. We're open 7 days a week. It's we open at 11 and close at 9.
All right, the Motherland Dispensary.
That's right.
All right, yeah. Y'all need to go up there and check out Drew. He's a patient advocate and a bud tender. He will definitely help you find whatever it is you need. I appreciate you for doing the show. If y'all are listening, go on YouTube and check out Smoklahoma TV. That's Smoklahoma TV. Give us a subscribe and a like and follow us. We'll be posting the podcast on there, uncut. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks.